Did you know that time isn't flowing at the same speed right now in Tokyo as it is in New York? While the difference is tiny, there are places on Earth where time actually moves noticeably different than what you experience. And no, I'm not talking about time zones. From a town where the sun refuses to set for months, to places where Einstein's relativity theory warps time in ways you can actually measure, these 5 places I'm about to show you will challenge everything you thought you knew about time. And you'll see that many people around the world deal with time and are affected by it in a different way than you. By the way, some of these places would make a really great trip. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end, because I'll show you somewhere you've probably been, where time passes more slowly. All right, so hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and let's get started. 5. Longyearbyen, Norway. Located on the Arctic archipelago of Svalbard, Longyearbyen is one of the northernmost settlements in the world. With a population of just over 2,000 people, this unique town is known for its stunning natural beauty, polar wildlife, and extreme conditions. Well, that is the place where time loses meaning. Imagine waking up and not knowing if it's day or night. In Longyearbyen, that is completely normal. For 69 days straight, the sun never sets in summer. Then, for months in winter, it never rises. People here don't strictly follow clocks. Work schedules, flexible. Meal times? Whenever you feel like it. It happens because of a phenomenon called the polar night, where the sun doesn't rise for several months each year, caused by the Earth's tilt. During the winter months, the northern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun, so places like Longyearbyen remain in complete darkness for weeks at a time. But it's not all darkness. In the summer, the town enjoys polar days, where the sun doesn't set for months, creating 24-hour daylight. It's a natural result of Earth's tilt and its position above the Arctic Circle, making Longyearbyen's daylight cycles unlike anywhere else on Earth. It's like living in a real-life time warp, where your body and the clock are in constant disagreement. But wait, the next one will literally let you time travel. 4. Taveuni, Fiji. Taveuni is the 3rd largest island in Fiji, known for its lush rainforests, stunning waterfalls, and vibrant coral reefs. Often called the Garden Island of Fiji, Taveuni offers breathtaking natural beauty and is a heaven for outdoor enthusiasts. All right, but did you know that in this place you can stand in 2 different dates at the same time? It looks like time travel. It happens because the international date line runs right through the island. Right in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, the international date line separates 2 calendar days. Stand on one side, it's Monday. Take one step across, boom! It's Sunday. Go back, now it's Monday again. Taveuni is one of the few places on Earth where you can literally straddle 2 days at once, meaning you can stand in the eastern and western hemispheres at the same time. And the craziest part? There are islands just miles apart where people live in completely different dates at the same time. But now, let's take things higher up, where time itself starts bending. 3. Mount Everest, Nepal. Mount Everest is the tallest mountain on Earth, stands at a jaw-dropping 8,848 meters, 29,029 feet. Located in the heart of the Himalayas, it's a dream destination for adventurers and mountaineers. This place has become a major destination for tourists, particularly for those eager to climb it. Every year, hundreds of adventurers from around the world make the journey to Nepal to attempt the summit. At the peak of Mount Everest, time moves faster than it does at sea level. Why? Because of Einstein's theory of relativity. The weaker gravity at higher altitudes means that clocks tick ever so slightly faster, about 30 microseconds per day compared to someone at the beach. It doesn't sound like much, but it proves that gravity can literally change how time flows. And if that blows your mind, imagine the opposite of this. 2. Mponeng Gold Mine, South Africa. In South Africa, there are so many gold mines because the country sits on some of the richest gold deposits in the world. Africa is rich in gold because of the way the land was shaped. The earth moved and shifted, pushing gold deep underground in certain areas. In places like South Africa, especially in the Witwatersrand region. These gold deposits ended up in layers of old rock. And this is exactly where the Mponeng gold mine is located. That place is the deepest gold mine in the world. It stretches nearly 2.5 miles below the Earth's surface. It's a true underground marvel where miners work in extreme conditions to extract gold. Think of it as a real-life treasure hunt, but with some serious challenges: intense heat, high pressure, and a labyrinth of tunnels. It's a place where science, engineering, and grit all come together to uncover hidden wealth deep beneath our feet. Inside gold mines, time runs slower than on the surface because gravity is stronger, causing time to move slower. It's a tiny effect, but it's real, meaning a miner ages more slowly than someone above ground. Maybe you're thinking, why does time move slower where gravity is stronger? Because gravity actually affects the way time flows. Think of it like this: the closer you are to something really heavy, like a planet or a star, the more gravity pulls on you, and it kind of stretches time. It's like a heavy weight on a rope. Everything gets a little slower. This idea also comes from the theory of relativity. So that explains why this happens in deeper places, like a gold mine in this case we're talking about. Now, let's head to a place where time zones don't even make sense. 1. Antarctica. Antarctica is the coldest, windiest, and driest place on Earth, home to massive ice sheets. And really, I don't know you, but just looking at it makes me freeze up. Well, it's not a country, but an uninhabited continent dedicated to scientific research, surrounded by a vast frozen wilderness. Despite its harsh environment, it's a place of breathtaking beauty and extreme adventure. Antarctica is home to some of the most resilient and unique animals on Earth. All right, we can't talk about Antarctica without mentioning penguins. These little guys are the true rock stars of the continent. Oh God, they are so cute. So, in Antarctica, time zones stop making sense. Why? Because there's no normal sunrise or sunset. 6 months of constant daylight in summer. 6 months of total darkness in winter. Many scientists here just pick a random time zone to follow, so time is literally subjective here. Antarctica doesn't have its own time zone because it's not a country, but rather a research station territory. Since there's no local government, researchers and stations use various time zones based on their home countries or the convenience of their work. Different research stations in Antarctica use different time zones. So in short, time in Antarctica is all about practicality. Research stations pick the time zone that makes the most sense for their operations. And it's all based on clock time, not the natural cycles of the sun. Well, as I promised. Now I'm going to show you somewhere you might have been, where time moves slowly. And this place is an airplane. Yes, an airplane because of something called the twin paradox. Scientists took 2 atomic clocks and placed one on a fast-moving airplane while keeping the other on the ground. When the plane landed, the flying clock had actually measured less time than the one that stayed put. Time travel is real. The faster you move, the slower time passes for you. But how does it work? Imagine 2 identical twin brothers. One twin stays on Earth, and the other travels through space in a spaceship at a speed close to the speed of light. After years of traveling, the astronaut twin returns to Earth. When they reunite, the twin who stayed on Earth is much older than the twin who traveled. It happens because, according to special relativity, when an object moves at extreme speeds, time slows down for it relative to a stationary observer. For the astronaut twin, time inside the spaceship passed more slowly. For the twin on Earth, time continued running normally. Result: the traveling twin ages less than their sibling. That means astronauts in space age slightly slower than people on Earth. That is such a crazy thing to think about, right? So, which of these places did you like the most? And which of these places would you like to travel to? Don't forget to tell us in the comments. And please let us know if there's another place that should be on this list. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!